Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach Korash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim Akwath, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity. Alright, another video of the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. I'm going to upload these on my secondary channel, and then after my week suspension on my primary, I'll be re-uploading this week's videos. You know, these motherfuckers, Esau's a son of a bitch. That's a whole nother video I gotta do. These motherfuckers gave me a strike based off of my a playlist that I had, y'all. They can give you a strike based on your playlist that you have set up. So just set all your playlists to private, man. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways, you have this video here. It says Katt Williams reveals why Oprah and Tyler Perry are Hollywood snakes. And you know, this is dealing with the so-called black boule. You have many of our people who know that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is a bad guy, but because of the fact that he gives benefits in this kingdom, such as money, you know, houses, cars, clothes, the notoriety, the celebrity, well, many of our people have decided to side with him rather than to side with the Heavenly Father and simply live, you know, a humble, meager life. Well, they want the benefits on this side now, all right, because they're fucking demons. So we're gonna see how in the so-called, you know, black community, Oprah and Tyler have a lot of sway, and they're basically gatekeepers. If they give you the seal of approval, then Hollywood is gonna fuck with you. But if they don't like you, then your career ain't going nowhere. And we're gonna see what they did to Monique, right? So let's start with this real quick, because this is a spirit that 28, yes, this is a spirit that our people, matter of fact, we'll go further back. That's Isaiah 28. I like going to Isaiah 8 as well. Is that a dog? Oh wow. It's like, yo, I'm driving. Okay. Detroit, man, I'm telling you, there's not a place like it. You just got pit bulls roaming down the street, look like he going to the supermarket. Isaiah 8, and this is going to be verse 12. It says, "Say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid." So the wicked of our people, they make confederacies with Esau, Edom, and the heathen. They make deals to get in good so they can live a better life. And if that means they have to screw over their own people, then so be it.
Oprah Winfrey has been trending lately for all the wrong reasons, and now Katt Williams is joining the conversation and exposing Oprah and her buddy Tyler Perry for being Hollywood snakes.
On the deep end of it, they have an idea that there's a Messiah coming and they're not sure who it's gonna be. They just know it should stick out, so they look every time something sticks out to make sure that's not it.
The rumors about
That's deep. You know, that was Katt. Hey, Katt might. Hey, we're gonna see what happens with Katt. But he's talking about the fact that they know that there's gonna be somebody coming to free us out of this situation. So when something pops up, you know, and then now, you know, it's being revealed that the so-called Israelite movement, if you will, right? This is leading in the way for our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, which is why Esau is on edge now, and he's coming with all these laws. You know, about to be shutting down the internet, restricting our freedom of speech, all this and all that, right?
Oprah's shady and evil side are getting louder by the day. And it all started after Monique recently revealed that she's still waiting for Oprah to apologize for killing her career.
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
And not just that, recently reports emerged that Oprah and her close friend Tyler Perry have been pushing an agenda to emasculate and humiliate black male actors.
In the black community, see that there's a systemic issue with black men being emasculated on screen in order to be more palatable to the white audience.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because there's also been a lot of talk about Oprah's very close connection to Hollywood elites and handlers who not only control the entertainment industry, but also famous celebs. But if there's one celeb who was never afraid to speak out against these elites, it's Katt Williams. So what exactly did Katt say about Oprah and Tyler Perry?
We have to see this guy be right enough times that we go, wait a minute, he can't be crazy and right.
Yeah. There's been a very loud conversation conversation going on social media about the shady side of Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. And fans are saying that these two need to be knocked off that pedestal they've been sitting on for years. The talk about Oprah being an evil narcissist have been around for years. And
find what you're looking for on Bumble.
No one tells stories better than Audible, the home of storytelling. From motivation and comedy.
The talk about Oprah being an evil narcissist have been around for years. And after Monique recently revealed she's still waiting on Oprah to apologize for killing her career, fans started digging for dirt and discovered a ton of problematic things Oprah has done over the years and how she got away with it with the help of powerful Hollywood people. Now, in case you're not familiar with Monique's feud with Oprah, the drama started back in 2009 when Monique refused to go on a press tour for the movie Precious. Precious was co-produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry, and these two wanted to send Monique on a press tour ahead of the Oscars to take advantage of the hype surrounding Monique's nomination. However, they refused to pay Monique for the tour, and since Monique was already exhausted from doing such a challenging role in Precious, she told Oprah she'd rather spend downtime with her husband and kids. Now, at first, Oprah didn't say anything, and Monique felt like they were cool. Just weeks later, the tabloids started pushing stories about how Monique is a difficult person and impossible to work with.
And so in Hollywood, that's a death sentence. When you're labeled hard to work with, it's over, all right? And so, you know, understandably, she got done filming a major role and she wanted to take some time to herself and her family. And, you know, as you see here, Oprah used that to slander her name. And then, you know, the drama began. So you see how, here it is, Oprah isn't a fucking, you know, she started out as just a journalist and a host herself. So how does she have the ability to affect a person's career by her words alone? Why? Because they are the gatekeepers. You have, let's get this out of Isaiah, you have the wicked of our people who go and make deals with Esau Edom, and they let him know who's going to be a good nigga and who's not. And what Oprah did was basically say to the Edomites, you know, she said, hey, she gonna be a difficult nigga. Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. These entertainers and artists and athletes, these motherfuckers have forsaken the Lord. Hey, there's some of them that are gonna come out of it and wake up, and many have. Hey, you got a great brother, the brother out of I always get the states mixed up. Is that Charlotte? Wherever Charlotte's at, either North Carolina or South Carolina. I fucking forget. But you got brothers that have come out of that world and are going hard for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but that's few and far and in between, as they say. Alright, it says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain. So they're not following Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. So they make deals for eat and make the way, let him come in so he can divide and destroy, you know, our people. Examples like that in history is the guy Tiberius Alexander of 70 AD, the Israelite who had denounced his heritage and was living life as a Roman, and he was able to help Titus and Domitian, all right, and Vespasian. You know, he was, you know, gave them the breakdown on how to get in and destroy Jerusalem, right? This and you see this, many of the deaths of so-called black, Latino, Native American leaders have always been by what? A coon, a betrayer. You look at, you know, you had the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. Man, I forget the guy's name who died. Y'all know his name. He was 21 years old. The leader of the party. All right, he was betrayed by someone who he let in. So this is a common theme in our history: wicked niggas betraying, leading to the downfall of everything. All right, hell, Judas Iscariot. You know, that should be an obvious example. All right, so they're preparing a table. You know, they're cutting deals. All right, backhandedly working in the shadows with the enemy for their own benefit and the destruction of their people.
Stories about how Monique is a difficult person and impossible to work with. Despite Monique winning the Oscar for Precious, no one wanted to hire her, and all the offers she received were taken off the table. Now, at that point, Monique realized that her career was being sabotaged, and in her recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she revealed that Precious director Lee Daniels admitted that she was blackballed. Monique also told The Hollywood Reporter that she still demands and expects public apologies from Oprah and Tyler Perry. And if you think that Monique is blowing this out of proportion, keep in mind that the drama surrounding her press tour wasn't the only shady thing that Oprah did to her. In fact, this seems pretty tame compared to how Oprah exploited Monique's SA trauma. Between the ages of 7 and 11, Monique was SA'd by her older brother Gerald. And just months after, Monique refused Oprah and Tyler Perry's demand for a press tour. Oprah
By SA, you know what they mean. You know, her brother was wicked and foul, and if this was the righteous world, he'd been put to death, but he was doing things to Monique that he should not have been, which is why, and this is something that goes on a lot behind closed doors in these ghettos and these hoods that motherfuckers don't like to talk about. You got a lot of motherfuckers in the family that need to get their head cut the fuck off from their shoulders. Alright? Going around touching every goddamn body. You wonder why everybody's so fucked up. You wonder why, you know, all the aunties and nieces and daughters and shit is a little bit crazy. Right? And the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, a lot of us in this truth, we've been kept from that, man. How can I put this? I know, and I know all y'all know many family members of your own family that didn't been touched. All right, so that's as real as it gets. And so Oprah went and took that fact that happened to Monique and exploited that to make her look bad in public, and that's wicked as hell, dog. You know, but this is what happens, y'all. When you wanna go be famous, you wanna get on the big screen. These are the things you got to deal with, which is why it's just better to follow Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Fuck this place, man. It's not worth it, y'all. It is not worth it.
invited Gerald on her show to talk about what he did to Monique.
I did assault and inappropriately touch my sister in manners that were not comfortable for her. And for that, I apologize.
Now, to be clear, Monique's SA wasn't a secret. She had already opened up about it in her 2008 interview with Essence magazine. However, what was secret is Monique's difficult relationship with her parents, who previously dismissed her SA. And Oprah knew all about this because Monique told her in confidence about her relationship with her mom while she was preparing for her role in Precious. So imagine Monique's shock when she discovered that Oprah invited both of her parents to talk about her SA alongside Gerald without telling her. This was a very petty move.
Now I begin to see commercials.
Get fee-free overdraft up to $200. Install the Chime app today and get started.
With Self, you can see your credit change. And the Self Visa credit card can be your next tool for building it.
Now I begin to see commercials with my brother, my mother, my father, and my other brother. Now the reason why that means so much is because in the conversation we had about my brother, we then went deeper. And we began to talk about our relationships with our mothers and our fathers. And I shared my relationship with her about my mother. I shared with her that me and my mother was not talking. I shared with her we were in a really bad place. I shared with her I was hurt and, trying to figure this thing out. She never said my mother was coming on that show, because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down.
Monique explained that when Oprah called her, she only mentioned Gerald and wanted to talk her into joining him. However, Oprah never mentioned she would invite the rest of Monique's family.
Because she said, do you want to come on? I said, I don't want nothing to do with that cat. I said, nigga, I know it's up to a scam, but people can change. And who am I to say he hasn't changed? It might really be different. So I don't want to get in the way.
And this is how Esau gets us every time. Esau likes to play on our nature of being a forgiving people. The fact that, something that I've been saying and brothers before me have been saying, you got to remember, y'all, this devil doesn't think like how we think. He not merciful. He will use whatever tools and means to destroy you. Like she's saying, she knows that her brother is a demon, but she said, you know what, maybe he's changed. Esau don't think like that. Esau don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. And so they were able to use that against her, which is why the best way to never lose to the devil is don't play the game in the first place. If you don't play the game, you don't have anything to worry about, which is why, let's come back here, right here. Yep, I just pulled it recently, but I got to get it again. That 1 Corinthians, y'all. You can't. Hey, there's that song, Dance with the Devil from Immortal Technique. There's a line in that song that says, a dance with the devil might last you forever. All right? You can't play with fire. You can't play with Satan. You can't play with Edom. 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. If you find yourself trying to get intertwined in this man's system, you will find yourself getting effed over, screwed, and destroyed by the most vilest of means. This dude will go dig up your family to bring out dark, horrible secrets of your past for the world to know, and then clown you and make you look like you're crazy or you're having a psychotic breakdown because you're mad about it. This is how this guy works. This is why we simply live our Israelite lives. Don't make a league with this motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this word out of, was it Sirach 12? Yep. All right, dealing with E, right? Dealing with somebody trying to buddy up with somebody that's wicked. All right, hey, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Plain and simple. Right now, matter of fact, I want to start. We'll go 11 through 12. The main point is in 12. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. It says, set him. So basically, he ain't changed. All right. Stop giving the enemy the benefit of the doubt. Treat Esau like a monster every time you're dealing with him. Watch his every move. Watch it. Listen to his words carefully. All right. Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right. So if you don't remember these words, this dude is going to destroy you. All right. Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? You got to plan with a serpent and he bit you. You got pricked. All right. You got it. And our people, and another way you can run it. The reason why many of our people are going to take his mark is because they forget that Edom is the bad guy. Somewhere in a nigga's heart of hearts, they still believe that Edom is, redeemable. He's not that bad. It's just it's just one time. It's just a little bit of slavery. No, this guy's the devil. The devil was the devil, is the devil. All right, Salak. So I'm gonna let this play a little bit more, and that's about it.
Really be different. So I don't want to get in the way of that. I just don't want nothing to do with it. She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show.
But Monique isn't the only person whose trauma Oprah exploited on her show. Oprah has a long history of faking friendships with celebs to get private information and then using that info to boost her ratings. A number of celebs have called Oprah out for being a snake, including 50 Cent, who once said that Oprah is an Oreo, black on the outside but white on the inside. 50 made these comments after Oprah dragged him over his explicit lyrics and claimed that rappers like him perpetuate hateful behavior. That's when 50 fired back, saying that Oprah started out with black women's views, but has been catering to middle-aged white American women for so long that she's become one herself. Ludacris is another rapper who called out Oprah over her shady behavior after she invited him to her show, only to humiliate him in front of everyone. In 2005, Oprah invited Ludacris and the cast of the crime drama Crash to her show, but instead of talking about the movie, Oprah used the opportunity to attack Ludacris over his use of the N-word in his songs.
It was certain.
So now I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Let me see. So you see what type of shit she on now. I just want to fast forward to Mr. Perry, because he a demon too.
Date now on Bumble.
Expedia members save on travel.
Jeffrey to be gay, and he has a crush on his bully. That's not what I auditioned for.
Now, when it comes to Tyler Perry's orientation, rumors about him being on the DL have been swirling for years, and fans have accused Tyler of projecting his own suppressed feelings on other male actors. Also, Tyler Perry's portrayal of female characters is highly controversial, and he's been accused of perpetuating harmful stereotypes about black women. Director Spike Lee previously criticized Tyler's movies and called them coonery buffoonery. And all you need to know about Tyler Perry's character is summed up in his response to Spike Lee.
That is my answer to Spike Lee. Go to hell. Go.
Basically, Oprah and Tyler Perry have faced criticism for acting like they're pro-black, but at the same time perpetuating stereotypes about black people to appeal to the white gaze. And we've yet to see either one of them show some humility and accept criticism with grace. And this is exactly why multiple black celebs have distanced themselves from Oprah and Tyler Perry, including Cat Williams, who once explained in an interview that the media will often paint people as crazy when they speak out against Hollywood snakes and their hypocrisy.
So you see, Oprah, deals with the women, and Tyler Perry deals with the men. Tyler Perry, if you don't want to put the dress on, then Perry gonna make sure you don't go nowhere. And if you as a woman, if there's certain things you don't want to do, then Oprah gonna make sure that you don't go nowhere. All right. And this is, this is a decent little video. You see what type of time that they's on, and it ain't nothing good.
To technically be sane, it requires that your belief system go along with everybody else's. And so that's why they put such a high modicum on labeling you as that, just in preparation for what you might later say.
And though Kat didn't name any names, we all know that Oprah isn't.
So, there they go right there. So let's do this. We'll go to this First Maccabees. This is the spirit that our people come in. First Maccabees 1 and 11, it says, in those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So that's the spirit that, verse 12, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. So those Oprah and whatever the fuck their name is, Tyler Perry, they're gatekeepers to convince the rest of our people to go ahead and line with E. And what does it always result in? Pain and suffering. All right, so beware. All right, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, the wonders of the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations all like Akim Wa, Aquath learning, teaching truth and sincerity. Shalom.